Recording?
Yes.
Whew. This is my A-level business results.
Last subject.
Last subject. Wait a 1 second. Oh? Yo! Hey, star, 90. So recently I got my A-level results and I got 3 A stars and 1 A on my final exam. And I remember when I got my results, I was super happy. I knew that all of my hard work that I put into years and years of studying has not gone to waste. This isn't a video about me just ranting about my results, and I'm not here to flex because I want to share you a story. Just around 2 years ago, I was an average student, and I remember I was in my math classroom with a ton of other people, and we were waiting for our end of semester results. And I remember feeling in that moment really confident that I was gonna get a good result. But then the teacher walked up to me with my exam results in her hand, and she put them down on my desk. And then when I flipped over the exam, I got a 72%. Now that's not like super bad by any means. That's not like terrible. But you know what the worst part is? After I went back home later that night, I opened up my computer and started playing Roblox. And I didn't know it at the time, but the single biggest thing that held me back was a lack of purpose. You see, when you develop a sense of purpose, studying literally becomes like 10 times easier. I'm not even kidding. When you discover your purpose, you won't be playing video games. You won't be like spending all day like on your phone, lying down on your bed, watching TikToks, YouTube shorts, or Instagram reels, because you're literally locked in. You're so locked in that you don't even think about those things anymore. And if you still haven't found your purpose yet, let me ask you this question. How grateful are you for your parents? And no, I don't mean just saying thank you and just saying, oh, thanks mom and dad. I'm talking about real gratitude. And real gratitude comes from hard work. So if you really, really want to be grateful to them, prove it to them. Prove it to yourself. So I remember not too long after, me and my mom were at this like A-levels fair. And I remember talking to this guy called Mike. And he was an absolute beast. He got 4 A stars, played sports, and was a student council freaking president. He told my mom and me that the reason why he was able to get so far was because he started way back. He started in like the first year of high school. He started self-studying maths by himself during the summer when no one was even working. When I heard that, I thought it was like a bunch of BS. But then my mom, she forced me over the summer to crank out 2 hours of studying per day. And she even hired a freaking tutor to help me study IGCSE maths. And she would like threaten to lock my PC up if I didn't do that. So now I had this like clear direction, a clear purpose. Even though it was like fear-based, I had this purpose that I had to study 2 hours a day. And as I kept studying and studying and studying, I kind of found my true purpose, which was to get into Hong Kong University. The next thing that you need to know to make an academic comeback is to prioritize doing what's important. Let's be honest, most of the things that you do in your life right now aren't like the most important. You might watch anime, you might play video games, or you might scroll on Instagram, TikTok. If you prioritize doing what's important and cutting out all the unnecessary BS out there, you will make an academic comeback. The same goes for studying. This is a concept called the 80-20 rule that says 80% of the results that you get come from 20% of the things that you can do. So there are tons of studying methods out there, but 20% of all of those studying methods are the ones that will get you the most results. And let me give you a secret right now. Or maybe it's not a very big secret. Just do past papers. It's that simple. Actively testing yourself is probably the single best way to study. So prioritize doing that above all other things. If you prioritize doing what's important, not only will you be able to get better grades, you'll also be able to cut down your studying time by a lot. And you'll be able to use that time to do other productive things like going to the gym, reading some books, maybe developing a new hobby or something like that. But Matthew, past papers are hard. I don't want to like actively test myself and do all these things because it like hurts my brain and stuff. But you know, in life, the best things that happen usually come from things that are difficult. And so the most successful students know how to delay gratification. And the last thing that I want to share with you is to change your identity. When I was first self-studying 2 hours a day, I didn't feel right. It was kind of disturbing that I woke up and studied 2 hours a day, because that was not who I was. I would always question whether I was doing the right thing or not. I would always question and think in my mind, should I do this? Should I study today? I really don't want to study today. I want to play video games. And this is very important, because when you first start out trying to do a new thing, like for example me, when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't feel like a YouTuber. I was just a random kid trying to like post things on the internet and try and get views and stuff like that. I didn't have like this sense of identity within me. So there was many times where I wanted to quit. When you're first starting out, you experience like this really, really large resistance weighing you down, because you think to yourself, hey, this isn't who I am. This isn't what I'm supposed to do. But as you keep showing up every single day, you keep showing up and stay consistent, you will become that person. So when you hear people say that you can be that student, you can literally become that student. Remember, an academic comeback will all depend on you. It all depends on you. It doesn't depend on anything else. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you don't change your habits starting today, no, don't wait until tomorrow, don't wait until the next week, start today. If you do nothing to change your habits today, nothing will change in a year from now when you get your results. So take action. As always, may God guide us on the right path, and I'll see you in the next video.